Okay guys, I promised that I would do a Q&A on my YouTube, so I guess here I go. Alright, let's see. If I was gonna have a boy, this is by a Alvin IMMO. I think that's how it says. I suck at names. But it says, if I were to have a boy, what was the name going to be? The name that my husband and I have chosen for a boy, even if we have a boy later on, is Lucian Murphy James. Lucian is a name we really like. And Murphy James. Murphy is my mother's father's name. And there's no other boys in the family to carry on that name, like the last name, so we're going to use that. And then James is my husband's grandfather's middle name. So, OOF 21920. Hey. My daughters are 10 and almost 6 weeks. Someone asked what my baby's name was. Someone already answered it, but it's Mazakine Lilith May. May is not her last name. It's one of her middle names. She has 2 middle names. Let's see. How old am I? Aw, because you're really beautiful and look young in a good way, if you know what I mean. That's really sweet. I'm 26. I'll be 27 in July. It's killing me. I'm almost 30. Both my daughters do not have the same dad. My oldest daughter has, her dad and I were together in high school. We have not been together since. He's a good guy. We just didn't work out for us. My daughter's father, I have known him since I was 4. We've been friends our entire life. I was 26 years old when I was 25 years old when I got married, the day after I turned 26. It's my husband's birthday, our wedding anniversary, and then my birthday. And we're the same age. My favorite song. That's difficult. I'm a very musical person. I love music. Love music. But I think one song that has always stuck with me is Fast Car. It's a old song. It's an old song, but it is one of my favorite songs. It speaks to my soul for some reason. I was 16 when I had my first kid. That's another question. I had her very, very young, and I do not recommend having children young. I would not change anything because I love my daughter. She is the most uniquest person I've ever met in my entire life. But yeah. My daughter's names, as I already said, one is Mazakine Lilith May, and the other one is Anna Noel. You guys are probably all pronouncing it wrong and calling her Anna. It's not. It's Anna. Someone asked what Anna's age is. Since I already told you my age. She's 10. I live in, country. The U.S., right? I'm dumb. The state that I live in is Ohio. The country I live in is the United States. Okay, Lilybug UWU. That question is math, and I suck at math. What is your and Anna's ages put together, then multiplied by your dog's age? Okay, so wait. You're 10, I'm 26. So that's 36. Or multiplied by 2. I'm waiting for Anna to answer. To someone, Weird Maddie, you asked if I had a boyfriend. I have a husband. So no, I don't. Okay. Anna's gonna be back with that math question. Favorite ice cream. Ooh. This is by Ravenwolf1234. My favorite ice cream is either butter pecan or cookie dough. My life changed dramatically, whatever. Whisper it, because 72. That's the math question. My life has changed dramatically since I had a kid. I didn't have a normal growing up. I didn't go to parties. I didn't go to my friends' houses. I didn't stay out all night. I didn't do anything a normal teenager does. I went to school and I was a mom. Full-time student, full-time mom. That was my life. And I do not regret it for 1 second because I didn't do anything dumb growing up. I just was a mom. I don't have any. Okay, I do have a lot of stories of me being dumb. Like once I hit 18, 19, I started doing more things. In life, you know, going to parties, having more friends. Someone called Just You is calling you. Okay, well, tell her you'll call her back. Anna's getting a call, so the questions you're going to have to hold. Sorry, guys. My arm hurts. But yeah. Place I want to visit would have to be, I don't know. I like where I live. I mean, I hate Ohio weather, but I like where I live. I do want to live closer to the ocean, like Myrtle Beach, Florida. My husband has a cabin that his family owns in Oregon that I would really like to go to and see. Never been to Oregon. I've only ever been to South Carolina, so. What inspired my kids' names? Anna is, my middle name is Andrea. So, Anna, Andrea. And Mazikeen, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Mazikeen is from the show Lucifer. Lilith May, it's gonna sound pretty morbid, but I'm gonna explain it. Mazikeen from the show Lucifer, she was born in hell. So I looked up online what names would go well with Mazikeen, like middle names. And Lilith is, if you Google it, Lilith is like Satan in the Jewish religion. She was known as Lady in Darkness. She was known to come and steal children. And Mazikeen is actually in the Jewish religion one of her daughters. That's one of her daughter's names. So yeah. And May is my mother's middle name. So it is weird, but it's my husband and I are weird, and you know, that's okay. Does my daughter like having a baby sister? I would say yes. Yes, she does. She was very excited for her to get here. She loves her very much. I mean, my daughter is a teenager almost, so she is in her own little world, in her tablet and playing her games and reading her books, but she's very happy about her sister. How I met my baby's dad, I already kind of explained that. We met when we were 4. Our parents used to drink at the same bar that my mother worked at. And we came in and out of each other's lives throughout all the years. But he's always been a friend. And, I don't know, maybe I want to say 4 years ago, I realized that I loved him very deeply. But we didn't date until 2 years after that. And I guess apparently he had loved me too. He just was afraid to tell me. We did break up, and then we got back together. And within 4 months after getting back together, we were married. Kind of really fast, but that's okay. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're like 100% sure you really love somebody. Because it's a lot of work to be married. But yeah. Why did I start my TikTok account? Well, I saw that my daughter had one, and she tried to lie to me. She goes, "No, I don't." And I said, "Anna, I just saw the notifications on your phone." She goes, "No, I don't." So I was like, okay, I'm going to be a mom, and I'm going to freaking stalk you and figure out why you won't tell me you have a TikTok. And then I kind of just fell in love with it. So my favorite TV show is, I have a lot of favorite TV shows. I like New Girl, The 100, Lucifer. There's a TV show on Netflix called Zoo. It's really good. My husband and I are watching Dexter right now, which we really like. Yeah. I think The 100 is one of my more favorite shows. Um, I already answered a lot of these questions. A lot of these questions are repeated. What's my favorite thing to do when I have free time and my favorite color? My favorite color has changed. It was always yellow, and now it's teal and purple. So, my daughter's always trying to lip talk to me, like lip speak, but I can't. I'm, and my favorite thing to do when I have free time, I love to hike. I love to hike. I love to be outdoors. I love it very much. When I was a kid, I used to complain so much about walking, but I love it now. I love to explore. I love to hike. I love to climb things I shouldn't, go off trail, and I love to spend time with my family. My family is first and foremost the most important thing in my life. My mom, my stepdad, my brothers, my sisters, my kids, my husband, my dog, they are the most important people in my life. There's nobody that comes before them. How many kids do I want? Well, that's a tricky question. I'm gonna say something I haven't put out on TikTok, and if I say it, please don't go blabbing it. I mean, it says YouTube, it's out there. I have right now 4 kids. I have my oldest, who you all know. You've seen her on my TikTok. If you have my Instagram, you have seen a picture of me with another blonde-haired little girl. That is my other daughter. Her and her brother, her biological full brother, I do not have. I gave them up for adoption. Their dad was a heroin addict. He died. It took a lot out of me. But I had made the conscious decision to let them be in homes that were best for them because I was not in the right mental state because he was very mentally abusive. And, I love him very much, but he was. And I didn't feel like I could take care of them properly. I knew I could get them away into safe homes, but I couldn't leave. And people may criticize me for that, but that's okay. I put my children first, and that's all that really matters. They're both very healthy. They're both very beautiful. I do not see my son often, but there's reasons for that. And no, I will not answer that because it's personal. I see my other daughter often. I love her family very much. I will not say their names due to confidentialness for their families that have them. But yeah, and then I've got my youngest, Mazakine, which you guys have seen as well. My husband and I do plan to have more, probably one more. We'll decide after that. Neither of us are getting our parts taken out, so we'll always have the availability down the road if we decide to have more kids. We are both almost 30, so it's not like we have very much more time before it starts to get to a point where you have high-risk pregnancies, where your kids could have a lot of problems. Anna hopes it's a boy when we have another one, which won't be for a while because we're still in an apartment. We want a house. We want to get things together, I honestly don't care what I have as long as it's healthy. For my husband, I do hope I have a boy because he already has 3 girls in this house. Technically 4 if you count our dog because our dog is a girl. So it's me, Mazakine, Anna, and Khaleesi. That's a lot of girls for him. And I think that's all of the questions that were asked. I know a lot of you have asked why Anna lives with her grandma, and that is because the same reason with the other kids. I wasn't in a really good mental state, but I've never not seen her. I've always gotten her. She's always with me, and I have moved closer so that way I get her as much as possible. I mean, I live as close as I could be to her without being inside of her house. We have a wonderful relationship. I have a wonderful relationship with her grandmother. Yeah. So I wanted to ask, What are some of your guys' favorite ice creams? Some of your guys' favorite TV shows? Also, I was thinking about it the other day, and I just wanted to say, so I have weird quirks, and that would be like every time I use the restroom, I have to clean my ears with the toothpicks, or not toothpicks, Q-tips. It'd be painful if I was cleaning them out with toothpicks. um, and also when I drink out of cans, like pop out of cans, I have to take the tab, crack it all the way off, and then stick it inside of my pop. I don't know why, but it's something I have to do. It's just, I have to. So I was wondering if you guys have any weird things like that you guys do every single time you do something. Not something you do once in a while, but like, you know, like every time you use the restroom, you clean your ears or something like that. It is really weird. I know, but I noticed it yesterday that I do it every single time I use the restroom. And there's actually no more Q-tips in the bathroom because of it. I have to put more in there. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and ask. I will try and think of more things to do for my YouTube channel. I suck at ideas. I do. I really do. So don't be shy. Give me ideas. I'll try to do stuff. But love you guys. And thank you for following me. Thank you for following me on TikTok. I appreciate it so much. I love the love. So, yes, and go follow my daughter. Her TikTok name is in many videos that I have posted. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's Hope or Anna right now, but it's Anna Noel 128. But yeah, you can just go on my page on TikTok and find her if you don't remember it. But yeah. Okay, bye.